Hi guys, anybody there? Hello. Annabelle. Where's
Oh, all right.
there you are.
So I'm going to set up the girls in the other room.
Okay.
We've got our, ta-da, this is our little meeting going on.
Hi guys. Oh, I wish I was there. How fun. Hi Soraya. Hi Amy.
Here's Abby.
Hi Abby. You guys are having way too much fun.
So I'm going to get all the Starbies and I can take you through to my lounge and then I'll leave you for a second whilst I gather them.
No problem. No problem. I mean, everybody can join if they want.
Well, what do you think?
I mean, it's up to them, but it's not, we are going to talk about coaching, but that's really at the end. So, I don't think it would hurt them to listen. I don't think they'd be too bored.
No?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Hi, Diane.
Yeah, well, we're now going to decide whether or not everybody joins in. Oh, that's quite nice.
Hi. You look great.
Okay.
You look so glamorous.
Doesn't she look lovely? Her hair.
Yeah, the hair is fantastic. Seriously,
Emily is wondering if we would all like to join in just to listen. Not? Shall we all do it? So, I shall just position.
Okay, and I've lost my phone, so I just want to have it nearby. I think I just left it in the toilet. Give me a minute, guys.
Mine's looking a bit. Who's this? Do you need a chair? Listen, why don't you all gather in one end of the table, or you can all dial in separately on your phones, of course. We could do that. I don't have the app on my phone. I do have it on my phone before. It's up to you. I mean, I can put it here, and everybody could. Might just lift it up a bit.
Hey guys.
I'm on a conference call now.
Who's in the red jumper?
Sorry. Oh, me. Emma. Have you met Emma?
I haven't. Hi, Emma.
This is lovely Emma McHale, she is these days, who is on Amy's team.
Who also known as Emma Ford?
Yes, that's
Yay. Okay, I always get so confused.
Should I go sit on the sorry, I only got married 3 months ago, so
That's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I just was worried that when I'm doing recognition at the end of the month that I'm posting it on the wrong Emma's Facebook page, and it's like, so I always second guess myself.
We're on Zoom to Delaney in the States and a few other people. Who hasn't got a drink?
I think
Me.
It's too early in the morning for you.
Well, not really. It's noon.
Oh, okay. Maybe we could.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Right, you all need to be somewhere between Abby and Kim to get in the picture. If you want to be seen, otherwise you can just
I've
walk.
just got this over again.
You can rotate it on occasion. All right, guys. Well, I'm so glad everybody's on. This is fantastic. Let's see. I'm hoping we're still going to get Julia and, oh, good. Soraya, you made it.
Yeah.
Hey, miss. Excellent. And we've also got Diane.
Hi.
Yeah. There we go. And who else do we have on?
Jamie.
Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hello.
How you doing?
A bit sweaty.
Good girl. You're glowing. You look so healthy. I love it. All right. Well, I just came from the most kick-ass spin class, so I'm kind of channeling the most insane spin instructor in the world. So, and I've been listening to throbbing, bad, nasty rap music. So you guys might feel a little bit of that influence. I won't be dropping any F-bombs or anything like that, but She'll probably feel the vibe. So, hey, way to go for September, you guys. Amazing month. Really good. Big round of applause, you guys. Super impressive. We had over 20 people that were bold in September. So that was awesome, and sold the 1,000 PQV and got the £100 or $100 of free product credit. Did you guys already get that on your accounts?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, did you? You checked it already?
Yeah. Have you spent it already? I spent mine like within a day. I was trying to hold off for Christmas holiday launch, but I didn't get a chance. Hey, Annabelle, are they doing a webcast for you guys tomorrow on the new Christmas collection or no?
Yeah.
They are? Yeah. Okay, because Annabelle's looking blank.
Sorry, I didn't actually hear the question. Webcast for
I think they are, yeah. And there's a sign-up special webcast on the next day.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Okay. All right. Brilliant. So, so you guys, have you seen the new collection though? Because it's weird that they launched it in the U.S. first, and so I don't know how much you guys have seen. Everybody seen it?
Me and Kim quite a lot at the Blythe evening.
Okay. Well, definitely tune into the webcast. If they work it the way they worked it here, you'll get an email in your inbox, and then you can watch it at your leisure. But it usually comes at like 5 or 6 o'clock at night, and it's Blythe going through the collection and talking about it. And you know, we say this every single season, but it looks awesome. It's really exciting, and it always gets me so pumped up. So if you need a little inspiration to book a few more trunk shows, watch the webcast. It'll do it for you. So we had some promotions in September, so we got to talk about that. So Kate Schilling promoted to associate. I was hoping her sponsor Helen would have been on the phone. And we also had a gal in Germany, Stephanie Nagel, promote to associate. So if you guys remember, I'm doing that contest for the associate promotions, and we're going to give away 3 different gift cards, and it was supposed to be for Sephora, but I've recently learned that you guys don't have Sephora in the UK. So we will do it for cosmetic gift card of your choice. So if you prefer John Lewis, or I could even do Suffrages, anywhere that will basically take my international credit card and ship a gift card to you guys. So if you win, you can pick it, which is great. So I'm going to be doing that later on this afternoon. And then Chrissy, oh my God, we didn't even think that I didn't even think she had her eye on the ball in the last 3 days. She put it out there that she had a big goal and wanted to promote to senior stylist, and she made it happen, which is really thrilling. Awesome. And I know some of you guys in this room had a lot to do with that and helped her on our team, so thank you. And then Marcel, that little fireball, promoted to lead stylist, and I'm pretty sure this won't be the last time we'll be talking about Marcel and promotions. So very, very exciting. And for those of you that are curious, if there's anybody out there that wants to become an associate, make sure to talk to your upline about what the requirements are, because it's quite doable during this time of year. It actually doesn't take much, and it's really fun, and you watch your paychecks grow, and there's loads of other really cool perks. So this is the time to do it. So last week on this call, we had some challenges, and one of them was to work on our 30-second commercial. So did you guys get a chance to kind of write that 30-minute spiel of how you would pitch somebody on the business in 30 seconds or less? Okay, Kim, I'm putting you on the spot, Kim Morgan, because I know you did it.
Okay, I have.
I see you, Kim Morgan.
Lean back a bit.
No. Lean in, girls. Didn't you read the book? Sheryl Sandberg's book is Lean In. Be attentive. Kim, do you want to share with us your 30-second?
That's really
Come on.
She's got
got a big audience here.
But these people already sold on the concept, so they're a friendly audience.
Very easy.
Can I not?
How about if you take a swig of your wine and then you go for it?
I have to say, when I was thinking through, I was unsure if you wanted me to kind of stand at the front and do, it was a 30 seconds for a potential or 30 seconds just about the business generally, because I then started taking bits from my group hello.
Uh-huh. So what are you more comfortable with?
The group hello, because I'm used to it.
Well, this wouldn't be, I don't want to hear your whole group hello. I want to hear a 30-second of either to a prospective stylist or a prospective hostess.
Can we hear yours?
I sent you mine. I sent it in writing, didn't I? I put it on the WhatsApp. I don't know if you guys got it or not, but I'd sent the notes of what I do when I'm at my women's networking groups. That makes sense? All right, I'll let you off the hook. Does anybody else want to share theirs? Diane, you're looking like you swallowed a cat. Come on, guys, this is a friendly audience. If you can do it to one another, you know, if you can't do it in front of each other, how are you going to do it to somebody that's, you know, total stranger who you're approaching for the first time? Come on, keep drinking that wine. Who said they're going to do it? I heard somebody say they do it. Amy Billington, you're hiding in the background.
She's just gone through the door.
Seriously? All right, we'll come back. I might have to throw a little incentive out to you guys tonight to make this happen. Okay, the other challenge we had last week was refocusing your 30, 60, or 90-day goals. So guys, we're 30 days in on our Star Factory meeting. This literally can go for another 60 days. So it's great to refocus and think about, okay, what have you achieved so far in the last 30 days? You know, has your goal changed? It's very possible that it has. And what do you want to do for the next 30 days and 60 days? So make sure you're having your weekly meetings with your upline and refocusing those goals. Be prepared before you do your weekly coaching call with your upline so that you've had some time to process and think. Share it with them and then work on your strategy. So this then leads into what our third goal was last week, which was really exciting, which was that I challenged all you guys that if you truly want to become a star stylist, you need to have how many trunk shows in October?
6.
6. And how many people got there? Soraya got there. And Diane got there.
Woo!
Yay! So I'm really proud of you guys.
Team Belarus.
Yes, awesome. I was really, really impressed and proud of you guys, and it was so fun to watch you push because you had like kind of 5 days to make it happen. Oh, and wait a minute. Hang on here. Sorry, guys. I had some notes in my car. So Diane and Soraya, I said that I would do a contest, an incentive that for everybody that got 6 trunk shows by today and showed up on this call, so well done, 2-pronged, excellent, you got to win the Pyramid Watch. One of you does. So because I didn't want to like just draw 2 names, I asked my husband to pick a magic number between 1 and 10, and you guys each get to pick a number, and whoever's closest to his magic number, you will win the watch. So Diane, what's your number?
5.
5. Wait, hang on, guys. I've got some like stuff popping up on my screen here. Good, more good. Okay, Soraya, what's your number?
7.
What is it?
7.
And the number was 8. Well done. All right. So Annabelle actually has that watch in her possession. So she'll probably leave there with it tonight. She's probably got it on her wrist, right? Excellent. Well done, Soraya. To both of you guys. Really, you should feel so good about going into October right now. And that should be the biggest reward, right? You can sleep. Anything that happens now in those first couple of trunk shows, if you book a trunk show from those trunk shows and book in tight, it's just gravy. So fantastic job. Now, for the rest of you, you're not off the hook. But we have some really amazing results. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you have 4 trunk shows in the decks. So that is fantastic. Kim Morgan, Kirstine, Louisa Oliver, who like signed up a week ago. Amazing. Kate Schilling, Amy Robbs, Helen Amott, Annabelle, and Joe Morris. So fantastic job, you guys. Let's just get 2 more in there. It's such early days. It's only October 3rd. You can definitely still make that happen. Don't, just because I'm not, there's no more incentive out there right now, don't take your foot off the pedal. I'm sure there were loads of people that you reached out to last week. Woo, there she goes. So, you've still got plenty of time to make that happen. And, this is kind of that tough love. Even if you're sitting there right now and you're just a stylist, sorry, that sounds terrible. If you're a lead stylist or an associate, there's no reason why in a month like October and or November that you can't jump up above to make something like senior stylist or star stylist happen. But it's not going to happen, guys, unless you've got at least 6 trunk shows in your diary. Okay? So that's just bottom line, kind of that hardcore, lower level, like that's where the bar's got to be set. And you guys know how to do this. You wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be on this call if you don't know how to book those trunk shows. So, and if you don't have the 6 shows in your diary and your goal was to hit star by November, then what is holding you back? Does anybody have any particular challenges right now that they're just flummoxed by?
I'm new to the area, so it's some people are like interested but not committing to the dates. So whilst I'm obviously wanting to befriend these people, I don't want to be bugging them at the same time. Like I only want them for the show, which isn't the case, but like if they're genuinely interested, and I want to provide that too.
Great.
I don't.
Thank you for that. And you and I should definitely do a one-to-one coaching call because I just lived through this. So please let me know when you're available any day in the next week after 2:30, and let's talk about it. But that's also a really relevant point for anybody else that's new to the business. So I'm not sure who else sitting in Annabelle's dining room, but for anybody who's just new to the business, like how do you kind of, get the ball rolling? When you start reaching out to friends and family, a lot of times they will support you. If you're brand new to a neighborhood, you've really got to scour the community to find out what's out there. So Jamie, for you, it might be things like doing as many public events as you can. So contacting all those local schools, those charities, hospitals, churches, throwing yourself out into the community. And the benefit to you is you're going to make friends. You're going to meet people. So it's kind of like a 2-pronged thing. You're going to feel so much better about your community the sooner you immerse yourself in it, and it's going to benefit your business. For the rest of you that maybe are just getting started, maybe you're only a month into your business or 6 months into your business, this is the time to kind of ratchet it up and go back to those people that have been kind of, willy-nilly on it for the last couple months. And now there's just so many reasons to do an event, to do a trunk show, whether it's a charity approach, Christmas right around the corner. It's never going to appeal to a hostess as much as it is right now. So this is the time to kind of go back and seal the deal. I had a third thought and it's gone. So anybody else have any kind of particular challenges? Jamie's is particularly unique. Anybody else? Did you guys hear my little thing on crickets? Do you have a lot of no's, or have a lot of people just not responding?
No responding.
Yeah, like half my list, I call them crickets. Do you guys get that? Like, you're out in the middle of the wilderness and all you can hear are the crickets chirping because it's so quiet. Nobody is responding to you.
Yeah.
It's like, crickets, hello, somebody just write me back. Just respond. Text me back, please. I'm getting insecure. So half my list, I wanted to get to my 100 no's, and I approached like 60 people, and I had 30 people just never get back to me. So last week I took a really just casual, fun, quick approach and just texted people. And I also sent them the issue magazine of our new Christmas catalog, which is available. So you guys have access to that. So I just wrote back, sent quick text messages or Facebook messengers, sent the link to the issue, and just said, oh my God, just saw the new Christmas collection, holiday collection. Sorry to bug you one last time, but wanted you to see it. Please let me know if I'm being a nag. I just don't want to leave you out. My diary's filling up. Message me back. So it was like super casual, super fun, nothing formal, no pressure. As of today, I have 3 messages back saying, no, I don't want to do one this season. But all 3 of them, one of them particularly said, don't take me off your list. I'm just having like personal life crisis right now. One of them said, I'm so sorry, but my husband's business is just so crazy. He's traveling so much. Let's do it at the beginning of the year, which I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I actually need a January, February trunk show more than I need October, November. So I'm okay with that. And she's given me permission to go back to her in January or February. So I actually see that as a benefit. And the third one was, I'm sorry, just not right now. Don't take me off your list. So at least I got 3 people. Like, I love that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it just makes me realize that, I feel like I'm being a nag, but actually I'm not being a nag. I'm not being a nudge. It's just the timing's not right for them. But nobody has come back and said, take me off your list as of yet. Now, I might get 1 or 2 of those, but at least then right? And it's done. They're off your list and whoo, move on. So if you haven't done that yet, reach out to those crickets. And then let's talk about your why. And I know you guys, we approach this all the time. There's going to be a big push in the next week with sponsoring for you guys back to your why again. Refocusing that why. You might have achieved something in September you didn't expect. You might have sold more than you thought you would, and you got that 100 pounds product credit. Something might have shifted with you in the last month. You might want to increase your goals. You might have had something happen where all of a sudden finances are more important than ever. You may be getting your kids' Christmas wish list and realizing, oh my goodness, I need to make some more money. You may have made some plans for what you're going to do over Christmas, or maybe between Christmas and New Year's, and that extra cash would come in well. So, what is your why? Refocus on it. And then also, because we have this amazing sponsoring help me sign up special this month, you should be really key on why you do the business. Because when you're having initial conversations with people, probably the most you should say in that first sponsoring conversation is, this is why I do Stella and Dot, and this is what it's brought to me and my family. And that's probably the most talking you should do. And then the rest should be them asking you questions, or you asking them questions about why they think Stella and Dot would benefit them. Okay? Helpful? I've got some people on WhatsApp. Helen can't find us. Okay. Can somebody do me a favor and message Helen Amott on our WhatsApp and send her the link? If anybody can, that would be great. So I can keep talking and not lose my train of thought and run out of time here. Okay, let's talk about the requirements one more time of what it takes to be star. So we gotta break it down, right? You guys have your why, you have your goal, and then what exactly does it take? And for those of you that are sitting in Annabelle's dining room, like I said, if you've just started this business, or if you're a stylist and it's not your goal to be a star, just listen for a couple minutes about what it does need to make it happen, and kind of, daydream a little bit. Like, what would it take for you to actually get to that point? And is it doable? Because you might be surprised. So, PQV, how much personal sales do you have to do to hit STAR in a given month? Anybody? 2,000, right? 2,000 PQV. So if you've got your 6 trunk shows and the average trunk show is about 650 PQV. So that is for your group total. If you had 4 trunk shows, you had your 6 trunk shows, that would mean you'd be contributing. Hey, Helen, glad you made it, sweetie. There she is. She's seeing us now. So if you do your 6 trunk shows, you would be contributing to your overall group about 4,000 PQV, right? So how nice is that? You'd be doubling the minimum requirement of personal sales. So what does it take as a team? What do you need? Anybody know?
5.
No, as a team, you need 10,000 to hit STAR. 10. So if you've got your 6 trunk shows, you're contributing your 4,000. That means the rest of your team needs to contribute 6,000 in qualified sales, right? So how many qualified legs do you need to hit STAR? How many people on your team need to qualify?
3.
3. And how much do you have to sell to qualify?
100.
500, right? Okay, so if you've got 3 people on your team doing the bare minimum to qualify, that's 1,500. You've got your 4,000 in sales, so now you're at 5,500. So where are you going to get that other 4,500? So this is an exercise that I actually really love doing every month when I've got my goals. For me to hit my goal, we got to sell 120,000 TQV. So this is a practice that in your career, the numbers are just going to get bigger and bigger, but you got more and more people to do it. And many times it becomes actually easier and easier. But be smart about your business, guys. You want to take it to the next level. It's not quite a hobby anymore. It's not quite let's just see what happens. Break it down. Who are those warm bodies? If your goal is to hit associate or senior, look at those same things. How much do I have to sell? How much do I have to sell? How many people ideally do I need on my team? And if you don't have those people on your team, they become your little X-Men, and start then thinking about fantasizing. Who would you love on your team? Who in your life would help you achieve this goal? So we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Who are those people on your dream team, and have you reached out to them? So that is kind of your number one challenge this week, is filling in those slots. Look at those requirements. How's it going to happen? How many trunk shows do you have in your team pipeline to hit the 10,000? And how many trunk shows do you need if the average trunk show is 650? Somebody do that math really quick. I usually know this. Had it written down on a piece of paper somewhere. Let me see. I'm just pulling up my calculator here really quick. Who's a math genius out there and can do that one in their head?
16.
How many?
16.
Sounds about right. Amy, what? Yep, it's about 16 trunk shows. Amy, I just had you in my head as a math genius for some reason. You need 16 trunk shows in your pipeline. So if you're 6 of those, you need 10 more, right? Keep in mind that public events can be hit or miss. Online trunk shows also probably don't generate as much. So ideally you will probably want 16 in-home trunk shows, and then the rest are gravy. And one thing that Danielle Redner preaches and preaches and preaches to leaders all day long is never aim for the minimum, ladies. Always reach slightly above, because you're going to have things like returns and cancellations. Got it? Okay, so as we are having promotions and we are sponsoring and we are building our teams as leaders, we need to kind of add another third skill set into the mix, and that's coaching. And as you guys know, I love coaching. It's my favorite. I love talking to you guys. I love giving advice. And if you are on this call, you're here for a reason, because you've got some really good basic skills that you can share with the people on your team. So don't be intimidated by coaching. You know so much more than you think you do. If you are 2 weeks into this business, you know more than somebody who's going to sign up tomorrow, and you can coach them. And I think a lot of you guys know my story. The day I signed up to be a stylist, 10 of my friends did as well, and I had a team of 10, and I instantly had to coach them. I didn't even know what I was doing, but we had so much fun figuring it all out together. So it really is doable. Scary, exciting, fun. In order to coach effectively, though, you guys have to protect yourselves in your own business. So I say this time and time again, your personal business comes first. So when you look at the hours that you're dedicating to your StyleN.business in a given week, your first priority hours, usually for me, that's Monday morning, before spin class, and then after you guys, I spend my time focused on my personal business. So that is my hostess coaching and my prospecting and my follow-up with my customer care. We got 10 minutes left. Awesome. I just got to turn that off. Great. So the next step is the coaching. And the rest of my week is spent opening my calendar up for coaching and kudos, which kind of goes hand in hand with coaching. It's the fun part, recognizing people. So who do you coach on your team? If you just got a team of 1, that's pretty obvious. If you have a team of 10, 20, 30, 400, and that's possible, that can happen for you guys in the next couple of years if you want it to, then how do you possibly identify who you're going to coach? Well, first of all, you coach anybody who's reaching out to you and wants to be coached. As a leader, I love it when people say, help, I have a question, or I'm frustrated, or, I've got this situation I don't know how to handle. You guys, many of you have had this from you when you reach out on one little question, and then I'm like, I answer your question, but I'm like, would you like to do a one-on-one coaching call? I'm like desperate to have FaceTime with you. So as you're reaching out to your downline, you should be offering a weekly call, and you need to make sure, though, that when you're doing your coaching, you're making it very efficient. Now, one trap that a lot of us fall into is if we're in this business, we're all people, I'm a people person. You love talking. You love this community. You love the camaraderie. You love the friendships you've developed. But guys, when you're doing an actual coaching session, it needs to be kept very efficient. 30 minutes, no more than 30 minutes. And the reason for this is because you are leading by example. If you talk to your new stylist, and every time you talk to her, it's an hour and 20 minutes, and you're responding to every single one of her text messages right away, and you're texting her constantly, and she's texting you, that's really nice, but it's not very business smart. And for 2 reasons. First of all, she may watch how much time you're dedicating to her, and she may think, oh my gosh, it's so wonderful that Annabelle's always there for me. And, she's so friendly, and she's just, always available. But in my life, I can't do that. I got a husband and 6 kids and a full-time job. I can't make myself available to 3, 4, 5 stylists the way Annabelle's always available to me. You guys might not realizing that you're doing that by making yourself available always. You're actually sabotaging your new stylist or your downline from ever wanting to sponsor themselves. And then when you're within that setup time with them, it's so easy to fall into that trap of, how are the kids? How's your husband? How's the weather? Can you believe the politics? Can you believe that Kim Kardashian got held up at gunpoint? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I mean, that's the fun stuff. Did you guys know about Kim Kardashian, by the way?
Yeah.
Thank God for the Daily Mail. I still read it every single night in bed. Yeah, it's crazy. I say when you're doing your 30-minute coaching calls, it's okay to spend the first 3 minutes. How are you? How are the kids? How are you feeling? But it very quickly needs to shift to how are you feeling about your business? Because your time is valuable and their time is valuable. And they are calling in because they want to get something out of this. So do yourself that and them the favor of kind of nipping it in the bud. Now, if you find yourself derailing, then you need to say, listen, your time is valuable, my time is valuable. I'd love to hear more about, the issues with your husband or your best friend or, your mom. But why don't we set up coffee or, a social call for later in the week, and let me see what we can do to help move your business forward. Okay? So I'm going to backtrack a little bit. We talked about, reaching out and, making yourself available to coaching anybody who wants to be coached. But there may be people on your team too that they might not even be on your first line, second line, third line, but you're seeing that they're consistently doing well in their sales. That might be a person that you should reach out to and just share the idea of maybe them taking their business to the next level. They will be so flattered if you reach out to them and say, hey, Jenny, I noticed that, you've sold consistently, you've qualified for the last 3 or 4 months. Are you ready to maybe think about sponsoring and taking it to the next level? Because you're obviously good at this and you could share this opportunity with other people. Sometimes just that, like switching, mentioning that will kind of flick the switch in their head and the light bulb will come on and they'll be like, oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe that is something that I could do. And then offer to coach them on a regular schedule. Then within that coaching session, it's 30 minutes. And there's actually a really, just like everything else we do in this business, there is a wash, rinse, repeat recipe. And there is a template that I use in my coaching calls. I actually take notes on Evernote, which is another fantastic tool that I use, and I follow the template. I'm going to send it to you guys. I'll email it to you when I recap this call. And if you have any questions about it, please let me know. If you want to do a coaching call with me where we follow the template, sometimes leading by the example is the best way to experience it. But it's broken down to 3 things. How are you feeling about your business? Let's identify the challenges and the frustrations and talk about, brainstorm together. And then once we've brainstormed, what are the action steps that you're going to take? And then next week when we have our call, you set up the time and the date. If you haven't achieved these action steps, how do we want to deal with it? Okay, it's super simple, you guys, and it's going to keep you so focused and you'll feel so good when you come out of that coaching or even when you're being coached that way. Okay, we're down to 3 minutes, so I'm going to shift off of coaching for a minute, and I want to share with you guys that I mentioned this last week. I am ready to do an online MSD for all of those perspectives that I know you're talking to. So I'd like to schedule it for next Tuesday at 8 p.m. And what's going to happen is I'm going to set up I have to set it up as an event in a private group. I need to do a little research on this. So you guys will get an invitation. I will invite everybody who's in the Star Factory group and all of my first line leaders. And then it's up to you guys to then invite anybody on your downline team and any of your perspectives. You will have to send the invitation to them. Okay? And then we will do it as a Facebook Live and also postings. And we'll try and keep it to 10 minutes. It'll be fast and fun. And we'll see how we do with this. Lots of other teams around the world are having huge success. Most of the big teams, the ones that have over 1,000 people on their teams, or even smaller, like 500, they do this every single Monday. Every single Monday they do it. So if this is something that we find that's successful and we want to keep it going and do it on a regular basis, that would be great. Okay, sorry you guys, less than 1 minute. Does anybody have any questions? A lot of information. Anything about coaching, booking trunk shows?
Did we acknowledge that Diane's sponsored? Woo-hoo!
Congratulations, Diane.
Thank you. Very excited, and so Sarah's so excited. Yeah.
Awesome. So this these coaching tips is perfect timing.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, hopefully it'll be perfect timing for lots of people in the room this month. So last year we grew our team by 25 stylists in the month of October. You think we can do it again this year?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. How much are you signing up for? Abby, how many people?
2.
Awesome. I love this. I'm seeing 2s. 2? Yay, Helen. 2, Diane. Soraya, get those fingers up there, girlfriend. Woo! I see you. That's a 3. Well done. All right, guys. I don't want to get totally cut off here. So have a fantastic meeting, you guys that are at Annabelle's. You are such a fantastic team. I'm having so much fun watching the growth. Great to see everybody. And same place, same time next week.
Bye. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks.